Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here in Rocky Mountain House with my big blue beautiful flag.
Lucas, you.
And Lucas, you got a big red.
Hell yeah! Because my grandfather fought for this country, so I wear this shirt.
Can I begin by shaking your hand?
Yes.
Yeah, because I genuinely want to have polite conversations, and I just want to find what your thoughts are. And
my thoughts are, fuck Ottawa.
Okay.
And fuck Quebec.
I'm
sorry for that, but it is what it is. Alberta's got to stand on its own.
Okay, wait. You support independence?
Yes.
You threw me off with your.
No. This is military rights to the Legion.
Oh.
To the Legion of Canada. My grandfather fought for Canada.
Yeah.
And everybody left that alone.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I saw you wear, because there's some Canadian flags over there, and you were kind of coming from that direction. I thought you were a Canadian.
Alberta only.
Okay. Well, hey, thank you so much.
Alberta only.
Well,
my grandfather was Albertan.
Yeah.
And he fought for Canada's rights.
Yeah.
Fought for freedom.
Yeah.
And now we're losing it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, so that guy over there that I was just talking to on the other side, he said the same thing, except he spun it the other way. He's like, my father was in the war.
My grandfather was Albertan.
Yeah.
And he fought.
Yeah.
He fought. He lost, what, a foot, a hand, and an arm.
Yeah.
And he died.
But what did the soldiers actually fight for?
He fought for me, for his grandson.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And for freedom.
I'm Albertan.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Would you say that Canada is the same Canada that they fought for?
No. Hell no.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not the same.
I agree.
Ever.
I agree. Well, hey, thank you so much for talking to me. Continue on with your day.
Grazie.
But, yeah. Hey.
You got this. Have you got this?
Darcy, my favorite guy. I guess. What is this?
The guy that gave you to this,
Wake Up Alberta.
all the way on the backside there.
Yeah.
He said you got to go to those. Like, He
Okay.
kind of said a little bit of a spiel, but not a whole
Okay.
bunch. Not a whole bunch.
Okay.
But he says we do not need
Yeah.
the referendum or signatures
Yeah.
because every province is free.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. Like, I get those total libertarian arguments, right? I'm a free man, a sovereign person, but the reality is we're under a system of government, and we have to kind of at least somewhat follow the system to get ourselves out. I wouldn't want to if this was easy, we could just declare a way out. I wouldn't want to do it.
That's right. But I'm gonna go back onto his, to do some of the pages there, see what that's all about.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. No, I'm going to look more into that. Like, I consider myself a free citizen as well, and part of the reason why I'm against Canada the way it is. Here, let's walk. I want to head that way. Part of the reason why is because I am a free citizen. Rights come from God because God gave me rights. And right now in Canada, we don't have inalienable rights. We have privileges.
that's right.
And so I totally get that side of things. I'm a bit weary I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit weary to associate with the real hardline libertarians in this movement, although I'm sympathetic to it. Like, what do you think?
I hear what you're saying. I'm with you on that.
Because, like, there's still going to be people, this has got to be a movement that appeals to everybody,
Yeah.
But I would be happy if I got my rights guaranteed.
But I think we are starting to get a little bit more, a few more people starting to understand and see what's really happened
Yeah.
here in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, well, that's a good point. I've been educating myself so much about so many things, reading the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and I've read Treaty 6, 7, and 8 now.
I got those
just
at home
because
too.
I want to learn about it, right? And like we're gonna talk. I'm gonna start reading the Indian Act. and I'm gonna start reading the British North American Act, just because I want to learn what it's about, you know. And
Yeah.
so many people in this movement are doing stuff like that.
Yeah, the more we could educate ourselves on this, the better off we're going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that guy that I was talking to in my previous video now, he was challenging us. He's like, educate yourself. And it's never really fair when you just say, hey, look up the numbers. You know, you're wrong and I'm right. And we just start throwing numbers. It's like, none of us have the numbers in front of us right now.
That's exactly right. We don't know.
Yeah. Ooh,
There's only hearsay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
yeah,
knows the
Keith
numbers.
Wilson has, you know, there's some people that memorize the numbers, but now some people were saying, well, we don't send as much money to Ottawa or whatever. That was his argument. But I think even if we send like a net, it doesn't matter the exact amount, as long as it's the majority, our argument still holds. Like,
Yeah.
we're sending more money to Ottawa than we're getting back. And
Way
that's the crux of the argument, whether or not it's, you know, this many billions or that many billions.
Every dollar counts that
Yeah.
we send, and every dollar counts that we don't get back, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's all. Yeah, it's.
Yeah. Well, here we are. Hello, how's it going? Here we are. Now, to give some perspective to this for my viewers, this is the main street in Rocky Mountain House, and it's a beautiful street. People have been walking up and down the street, and then there's also like the main highway that cuts through the town as well. And there was another group of people on that highway. So, judging from the group, looks like there's probably, like, how many people do you think showed up to this?
You know, if you find Wendy, I think she was doing a count.
Wendy?
You know,
I
little
saw,
Wendy.
yeah, I saw Wendy at the highway
Yeah,
side.
no, she's
Oh,
here.
she's here?
Yeah, not Wenda, Wendy.
Oh,
Little
okay.
Wendy.
I'm
She's
sorry.
up there under the 52nd Avenue.
Okay. Can you introduce me to her?
Sure can.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for coming out to do all this
Hey,
too, by the
not a
way.
problem.
What do you think of the small group of Canadians? They were the, what,
Very small.
15 or 20 of them?
Very small.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
And the Mrs.
I'll send.
Yeah. Oh, okay, thank you. Ali.
Okay. Come on, right in here with us. That's right.
Hey,
All right.
thanks for coming out.
Come on in, right here.
I feel so patriotic.
Come on.
This is come on over, Darcy. Come on over, Darcy.
Right here.
Come on over.
Yeah, watch your
Hey,
toes.
this isn't a video. This is a video camera though, but
Yeah.
That's okay. Do this.
yeah.
Kind of do this.
How
for
many
them, they don't
people
take
came
more.
out today? Do you think?
Yeah, come on
Oh.
in. Good.
Yeah.
Wendy said about 50 or 60.
Oh, 50 or 60 right here,
The place.
and then how much on the other side?
He wasn't sure. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
figuring 150 all the way down and back.
150 all the way down.
And then on the highway, there was at least 50.
Another group, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another group
Yeah.
there.
So-
Yeah, they're from Sylvan Lake, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any little groups of Canadian flags anywhere?
Yeah, there's some right down there.
And that's a little tiny
Yeah.
couple of flags, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like we're supposed to be like friendly Canadians, right? But well, we are. But they were so hostile to me. I tried talking to them.
Not
Yeah.
open-minded at all.
No.
We,
well.
we tried to talk to them too, and they weren't good to talk with.
Oh, hang on. We're gonna take a selfie here.
Okay, is it a video or a picture?
Well, I got a video going. I hope I'm not cutting faces up.
The highway too,
Okay.
because we split up. Yeah, there's like 36 people along the highway.
Okay.
When I was there, I
Yeah.
just walked up here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you guys are so friendly, right? Like we can just walk up and we're immediately friends, and this is what makes me proud of.
We have to be friends.
Yeah.
That's what an Albertan is,
Yeah.
right?
What Alberta is, friendly.
Yeah. We love everybody.
Yeah. And like I really, really, really had to suss up to those guys to get them to talk to me. Like I had to just be like, okay, I'm sorry, let's go, let's talk, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I butter them up, right?
I am Albertan. I am Albertan. Remember that? Albertan.
Oh, I thought you said virgin.
I am a what? A virgin. Don't tell my wife. Oh no. Wait, I'll have to bleep that out maybe. Yeah, you guys are so awesome.
From out of town
on the internet.
here today.
Yeah.
Drayton Valley, Rimby, Bluffton, Sylvan Lake, Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red.
Yeah.
Did I say Red Deer?
No, Red Deer.
Can I get you to take a picture?
Did you ask that guy if the owner of that mountain bike shop was related to Michael Ma?
I heard people walking behind me. I don't know who that is or what that's about.
Loyal Ma owns that mountain bike
store.
shop,
Loyal.
and we think he's related with Michael Ma.
So what does that mean? I don't understand.
Michael Ma, the floor crosser, one that went from conservative to liberals.
Oh, he's an MLA
Yeah.
or an MP. Okay.
Yeah. So we think that they're related, and that's why he's letting him set up shop there.
Okay. Well, I mean, free speech. I guess you can do what you want, but yeah.
Get into the picture.
Let me get toward the back here because I don't want to be the center of attention. I'll do this.
Get into the picture. Get into the picture.
Sorry.
No worries.
Hug me.
Alberta's strong.
Alberta's hugging. I love you guys. You're so awesome.
Like John Bolton and just say, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Well, you know, I came here because I was going to do this anyway. I was going to come out here. And then I saw on Facebook that they were going to have a little counter rally.
Yeah.
And we're going to start seeing these.
Yeah.
They're going to be actually serious. Like, this is real. They're going to be serious ones. So they were friendly. I'll give them that much. They were standoffish.
Intimidated.
They were intimidated, standoffish.
Yeah.
But the other ones aren't going to be. So we need to like really commit. Don't get triggered. Don't be
Oh yeah.
provoked into doing stuff. A couple times we were kind of getting over there a little bit provoked, and it's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
The fingers we got, I said, God bless.
Yeah.
God bless you.
yeah. God bless you. God bless you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's actually like twisting a screw. That's a screw under their fingernails to say God bless you. I say it all the time.
I just think when they give us the finger, they're giving it actually to Carney and the liberals, not to us, right?
Yeah.
They're giving it this
I like
money
that.
back to the
That's right, right?
I
That's
got
what
one
they're
flag
doing.
or one
It's
finger
not to
today, and the
us.
dog beside him was, I think his ears were waving at me. So, you know, it's like, I got
There we go.
50% of the vehicle. You know?
There you go. Right?
Yeah, it's just we gotta really take the moral high ground. And if I can have any influence on anybody, it's like, don't get provoked, because you know, and then try to just get your arguments and ready. And if you don't know something, don't double down on it because you might look bad. But if you know, say, hey, I'll learn it, do my homework, and you know. But yeah,
It's like that guy saying that there was 44% tax for Norwegians when it's actually 36. I fact checked him in real time over there.
Yeah.
And he still was denying it.
yeah.
And did he actually state what his concerns were about Alberta wanting to be independent?
He was
Did
saying that we
what were
can't
his
afford it.
concerns?
Well, one of the big concerns was that he said that we're destroying the investment climate here right now because there's so much uncertainty with separation. There's his words kind of that we're destroying it. And I was like, well, we've already done everything we can to destroy our province.
Yeah.
What more do we got to lose?
Thanks to the.
But maybe that's not the best response.
We haven't done it.
No.
You know that?
No, yeah,
No, it's
not
federal
we as
government.
Yeah.
like
9 bad
Canada.
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Withholding our resources in the ground. Like, we have enough resources to make all of Canada rich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the government doesn't want that because then we're not reliant on said government.
Yeah. Yeah.
Supposed to live in a democratic society.
Yeah.
I believe everybody has a right to make their own decision on what they believe in, how they're going to sway.
Yeah.
But before you can make the decision, you need to be educated.
Educated.
Yeah.
Educate yourself, then you can come up with what is the right
Yeah.
decision for
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
We're doing it, like most of us,
Yeah.
for our children, our
Yeah.
grandchildren,
great grandchildren.
right? For our
Yeah.
families, our
Yeah.
friends. That's what we're doing it for.
Yeah.
You know.
Life isn't meant to be this hard.
Oh, somebody.
I'm doing it for everybody else because
Yeah.
I don't have grandchildren
Yeah.
and I won't. I have step grandchildren, but
Yeah.
I'm doing it because
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that we're in communism and
Yeah.
socialism already.
I'm still doing it for myself because I
Yeah.
think I want to at least at some point have a
Me
future.
too, yeah, exactly.
I want freedom.
You're much
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Even if it meant that our economy was going to take a hit, I would still support this.
Yeah.
Just on the ideology that I want freedom. We don't have freedom in this country.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Like,
Yeah.
the first clause of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms gives the government the ability to take away all the other things. And like they've done it. They're censoring the internet right now. They're making laws that are going to infringe on free speech. This is what
Everything.
Canada is.
That's right.
They're taking away our property. Like, okay, gun rights, but we have property.
For the love of Alberta.
I just want freedom. I want inalienable rights,
That was,
guaranteed
Yes,
by a
our-
constitution that
yeah.
can't be infringed.
yeah.
I want power to originate from the people,
By
not
the-
from the king.
Of the people, by the people,
That's
for
right.
the people.
That's
That's
right.
what we need.
Exactly.
And bring God back into the equation.
God gave us rights. Rights come from God.
Yeah.
They don't get
Exactly.
granted by the state.
Yeah.
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 And so-
Driving is a right, not a
Yep.
privilege assigned by the
Well,
Corporation of Alberta.
Driving might be right now it's a privilege.
Yes.
'Cause they take it away.
But it's
Yeah.
supposed to be a right. Yeah.
Well, anything that they can take away is a privilege.
yeah.
And that's the key thing to understand. If they can censor your speech in any way, then you have a privilege to speak. So you think about it, what are the things that they can take away? Well, quite a few things at this point, And so I would only say the only limit to our rights is you can't incite violence and you can't take other people's property, like basic things like that. Everything else is like, give her.
Yeah.
Say what you want to say,
Yeah. Exactly.
I agree.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming out today.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are so awesome.
Thank you.
I'm going to go talk to
So
those
are
guys
you.
over there maybe.
Okay. You betcha.
All right.
Thank you for
Take
stopping.
care.
Thank you so much. Hey, I didn't even talk to you guys. Thank you so
Oh, yeah, you did.
A little bit.
I was hugging you.
I know, that was a good hug. Thank you so much. All right, hey, God bless you guys.
God bless.
All right, I'm gonna break the law. Huh? Gracias, mi amor. Couldn't do this without my wife. She helps me so much. Hey, how's it going? I'm making a YouTube video. Can I ask you a few questions? Or just talk to you? Awesome, you guys are canvassing. Can you flip that over just in case I have to blur that? Yeah. Because I don't want to post, I can see the names. Yeah. There, that's better, that's better. Hey, thanks so much. How many people do you think came out to this right now? How many people?
Over 100.
Yeah,
Because there's more than anticipated.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's at least 50 here, and
Yeah.
then we've got 50 down there,
Yeah,
right? And others little pop-ups. You were down there.
I was down there, yeah. What's the general sentiment in Rocky right now and area? Like, are people supporting this?
I thought over 1,000 honks for sure by now.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Good homes. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody negative
Yeah, no.
yet.
And the ones
So-
that aren't are real quietly sneaking by,
Yes,
and there's
they're
maybe
not
2 or
being-
3. So
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
And then it's just that they aren't informed. That's
Yeah.
all. Once they get informed, then they have no reason not to.
yeah.
Because it's just mind-blowing, the evidence. That the cost of freedom report document,
Yeah,
that draft is #1 in answering every question possible. It's
Yeah.
just incredible.
You're talking about the value of freedom?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm actually reading that on my YouTube channel right now. I just got past the part about mass deportations.
Oh, jeepers.
I'm not a fan of that. What do you guys think?
That's only, but if you read it, that's only for, it goes back to 2015.
Yeah.
And it's only for people that are convicted, have been
Yeah.
convicted
Yeah, they
of
have to
crimes.
have
Well,
a jail sentence.
yeah. So it does say deport criminals, but it's also talking about if you don't qualify under the point system, then you get reevaluated. It's estimating that 20 to 30% of those people will still be ineligible and be asked to leave. And then it was saying that like 30 to 40,000 a year. Yeah, estimated.
Again, until I like to see concrete data.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to send anybody anywhere because, again, look at the States. That's the only country where people will risk their lives to try to get into it. There's no other country in the world.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It's just incredible. So,
I think we have to also
it's
keep
well
in mind that, like, when people come to our country, I think we should be very, very strict because there's a lot of people, as we know, bring in their own culture, good and bad backgrounds, and they try and institute them here, and it's wrong.
Yeah.
If we were to do that in any Arabic country or anything like that, we would have our hands chopped off.
That's my wife.
Yeah, we would have our hands chopped off if we did that.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that yes, if they're going to come and they are honest and they're coming and they're working hard and they find jobs and things like that, we should not be supporting them.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the supporting of them because the thing is, we were already, like, you look at the amount of money that is flying out of this country right now. And it's being embezzled, it's being laundered, it's disgusting what is happening in our country. And we have no power, no choice about it. There's nothing we can do. Like, we sit there and we watch Carney, we're sending 100 million here and we're doing this and we're going to send more to the Ukraine and all this crap. And you know damn well it's going back in their pockets. It's disgusting.
Well, I'll just, for disclosure, like, I sponsored my wife to be in Canada, to be a permanent resident, and I wouldn't want to see her get deported. But under the current projection in the value of freedom, it was talking about deporting people who are going back to 2015. They'd have to qualify under the point system. And so it does make me a bit nervous, although, I mean, obviously I support independence, but I just want there to be some clear rules. My thought is we inherit this situation. I want to see what you think on this. We inherited what we got, the people who are here. I don't want to see like mass deportations, just the criminals, I would say, get them out. And then
People that are coming in that are freeloading.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that are the ones that are coming in and getting supported and they're not working and they have they have nothing here where they can't work. Like, they have to be sponsored or something because this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah. I took on the full financial burden and the social burden and the legal burden for my wife, right?
We're married.
Yeah, we're
You know,
married.
like, we're married, and also it's different than them bringing families in constantly where they're not working and they're actually not giving in. They're not giving back to Canada.
Yeah.
And the problem is right now is they want it flooded with all the criminals. And this is the thing that's terrible is right now you are not safe in a lot of places as a white Caucasian Christian person.
Yeah.
And I'm not being racist. I'm sorry, I'm not. I have friends of all different descents. But the thing is, they are after the white Caucasian Christians. They want us out. They want us out.
They've burned how many churches in the last couple decade or so? It's like, I think we're in the hundreds for sure in Canada. So, you know, there's one example, like, Christians are getting persecuted in Canada.
Oh, I know. And around the world right now, they're trying to get rid of them. And, you know, and I'm a third, fourth generation Irish-Scottish descent or whatever. My parents were born here. No, third, because my grandfather was Scottish. And the thing is that, like, I mean, they immigrated here, but they all worked.
Yeah.
They gave back, and they also integrated into Canada and to the customs and things like that. But see, that's all changing. These people come in and they're trying to implement their own cultures. If they want to do that in their own home, that's fine. Or in their communities and things like that, which I'm not against. But don't try and change the legal system, the justice system, which is a piece of crap. Right now, I mean, these people are getting out on bail the next day, and then our political prisoners are put away for 4 years. Just because they stood up saying, what's going on? This is stupid. And they like, I was at the Freedom Convoy. I was at over 30 rallies. I got tickets. During this whole thing, I was like, Canada, Canada, Canada.
Yeah, me too.
No more.
Yeah.
No more.
Well, what you were, two good things there, but what you were saying about, like, come here and learn and adapt and become Canadian, or now we're going to say Albertan, but, like, this is the norm in every country in the world. Like, I've spent a lot of time in Latin America, and go down there and you speak English to them. Well, first of all, they're just going to want to sell you things, right? But then it's like, if you actually wanted to live there, you got to learn Spanish.
I agree with with that. No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And even when you go visit the country, I try. Like I'm going to Italy on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and
You need to learn Italian if you want
I'm learning.
visit.
I'm every day. I read up on Italian on basic things because I'm trying to
Yeah.
integrate during my holiday, and I do that. Like I've been to Central and South America.
Yeah.
I've learned Spanish when I was in Haiti. I used to do dental missions.
Yeah.
Been to Haiti, Peru. I've been on the Amazon, done all kinds of things.
Oh, cool.
And the thing is that when I was there, I tried to speak the language as much as possible.
Yeah.
And if I didn't know a word, I always asked them to tell me.
Yeah.
So, but I loved it because to me, I want to implement,
Yeah.
I want to integrate into the culture because that's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
That's my experience,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah. Well, and that is not too much to ask, anybody who comes here. So that immigration issue was a big thing for me. I would hope that in a Republic of Alberta, that we would have a fair and simple system day one. I don't want to see complications that are going to take 6 months or 6 years to resolve, and a giant bloated bureaucracy of people.
we don't want the same system coming back.
No.
And so the whole thing is that we have to, and this is going to be a difficult thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be an easy thing. And just like they said, say tomorrow we become independent, things aren't going to change right away because we have to slowly integrate those changes. Otherwise, there'll be disaster.
Yeah.
And so it's not like everything's going to be an uproar.
Yeah.
We're still going to have certain things, the hospitals, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But as time goes on, what we have to do is we have to figure out, number one, get rid of the freaking crown. They shouldn't have anything to do with Alberta.
Yeah.
And we have to also make sure that the Native people understand we are all equal.
Yeah.
Nobody gets any. That's the thing that ticks me off is the fact that there's so much political tyranny in the Native reserves too.
Yeah.
And they're being starved and their money's getting taken into that for guys.
Yeah.
So it's everywhere.
Well, and look what just happened. They just put an injunction on the referendum. A small subset of the population now has this control over a democratic process. It's just terrible.
But did you hear
the corruption.
The guy from Alberta Radio?
Yeah, I know him.
You'll have to email him or talk to him because he put a thing on today stating that since that injunction went in yesterday, he's had a horde of emails from the reserves.
Yeah.
And they all want to sign. All
Yeah.
the people, like a ton of them want to sign the petition after yesterday, which tells you they don't like their chiefs.
Yeah.
They don't like what's going on. They know now how corrupt it is, and they purposely keep them addicted, poverty-stricken.
Yeah.
They don't encourage education. They don't encourage them to better themselves. And the thing is, you know what? On this planet, we are all equal. Every human being, I don't care if you're gay, you're Native, whatever, we are all equal. We should be treated all equally.
Yeah, that's down.
And that's what I want to see in Alberta. None of this crap.
Yeah.
I
want to see a republic where everybody has the exact same rights and nobody's rights get infringed.
And then if somebody goes for a job,
Yeah.
the person that deserves the job gets it, no matter what your color or culture is.
There we go too. Yeah,
So,
merit.
yeah.
Yeah, merit.
So there's my say for the day.
Well, no, that was a very good say. I've made 2 videos where I've interviewed Indigenous people.
Yeah.
One was an Indigenous lady and another one was an Indigenous man.
Yeah.
They both support independence.
Good.
And they've told me all about it. And so if anybody else out there, if you know anybody who wants to be, in a video interview, it seems like there's no shortage of Indigenous people who want to be, supporting independence. So
My biological offspring, their card says treaty status Indian, and they both signed.
yeah,
And they're all for it.
Tons.
Like my son, he
Yeah.
works in the oil patch.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
important.
But you know what we've realized throughout time?
Yeah.
It's the government that has divided everybody.
yeah,
Divided
Yeah.
the natives from the
Yeah.
whites, the
Yeah.
whites from whatever. Like they've created this division.
Yes.
Like even going to the convoy in Ottawa, like everybody, the West hates the French. They hate Quebec people. They were some of the most amazing people. And it's the governments that are dividing everybody.
Yeah.
It's not the people. And that's got to stop.
they keep us divided and then they can conquer us and rule us.
And that's what they did. They have
Yeah.
been doing for a long time, not just since COVID. This has
Yeah.
been going on a long time.
Yeah,
And the thing is, every one of these politicians are in it for their own benefit.
Yeah.
And I don't trust any of them. I don't
Yeah.
trust any of them.
no,
I don't trust Polyev. I don't trust any of them. And I
No.
think they're all in on this.
yeah.
I think it's disgusting what's happening.
Well, give me a tinfoil hat, but I feel like the CPC, all those floor crossers are helping us so much. Like What if they're doing this to actually? They're like, I'm gonna retire anyway, so you know what, I'm gonna cross the floor, and then just piss off all the people in Alberta a little bit more, and then maybe they'll actually leave. But give me a tinfoil hat, because I feel like that's.
Well, you know
conspiracy
what? You
theory.
could be right, and maybe there's, like I said, the other conspiracy thing, like I think, is that they are setting Canada up to be taken over by the states. This is the other thing, is that they're trying to purposely, basically implode the entire country so that the states can just walk in and take over, and then it's going to be called the North American or Northwestern Organization or something. I can't remember they mentioned, and then it's going to be all North America all as one.
But do you think that's happening, or what side are you on that argument?
Well, I don't know, because the thing is, like, you hear things and I'm like, okay, well, why would Canada purposely be wrecking its own country, except to be taken over either by China? But there's no way the States is going to let China take over. I can tell you that much. So it's going to be either one of them. We can't keep going as a sustainable country any much longer.
Right.
So there's going to be a big entity that comes in and takes over. I don't think it can't not do it at this point. Because it's such a mess here. And, you know, so it's either going to be China or U.S.
Yeah.
So to me, I'd rather have my own country here and work with the U.S.
Yeah.
But
No, it's got a loud bike there. I personally want to have an independent republic of Alberta, maybe Saskatchewan, maybe a little bit of BC, and but like, I don't want to trade in Ottawa for Washington. So I'm against this whole 51st state thing, but there's a lot of people in our movement who are for it. So it's like, we're kind of balancing a little bit. We're like, wait till the referendum and then we start fighting. Is that what's happening here?
The thing is, I think people, I say, you know, when people make funny comments on Facebook, I say, well, just wait and see. You know, you sit there and you say blah, blah, blah against the Alberta thing. They say, just wait and see and watch.
Yeah, that's
because
me too.
we've had enough.
Yeah.
And the thing is that as more things get exposed, like we were talking, somebody was saying that what triggered them, they signed was today, and they said was that CEO from Air Canada getting fired because he didn't speak French. Yeah. And and so it's funny, because what's happening is all these things are building up, and people still don't make that decision.
Yeah.
But then something will trigger it. Like one more thing will trigger it. Because they've had it.
Yeah.
And so I think if we have another month of signing, which it sounds like you still are, because the petition's in action right now, then, you know, another month, you think of what's happened in the last month, we're going to have a plethora of new things happening in the next month again, right? So I'm hoping we're going to, because it seems like we have these sign surges, and then it dwindles up, and then something stupid happens, and then the surge goes up again. So I don't know, like the floor crossings.
Well, I'm kind of worried about a lot of things right now. There's so many conspiracies. I do have a bit of a conspiratorial mind, I'll admit that much.
Well, I do too, but the thing is, a lot of them are coming true.
It's a realist mind.
And the conspiracy is a bad word for it.
Hi!
Hey,
We've been here. Didn't know you were here.
Yeah,
Because I walked by here earlier. You weren't here. Would you like us to sign 5 more times? I will.
You're facing me. Now that the camera's facing
Hey, it was a nice conversation though. One more thing for the camera.
I'm doing this for my grandkids too.
Yeah.
I'm a grandma.
Yeah.
And I see the stress my son and his wife are under in Calgary, and he's very conservative, and unfortunately she's from BC and probably more liberal.
Okay.
They don't discuss politics, but he was one of the first people to sign the petition.
So they're divided.
Well, they don't discuss it at home, and when I go down, we don't really talk about politics, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
What divided us initially is I didn't get
Yeah.
I didn't succumb to the COVID thing. I fought it tooth and nail.
Yeah.
I was in healthcare. I was a dental hygienist for many years, and number one transmission was in dentistry.
Yeah.
I thought it was a load of horse shit, put it bluntly.
Yeah. No, it's okay.
So I just, you know, it was very hard because division has occurred, and people have been very hurt in the last while, and it's got to stop.
Yeah.
It's got to stop.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping with the Republic of Alberta, we can actually bring back our value system.
Yeah.
And bring unity instead of division.
Yeah.
We need unity again, and we need to have a strong purpose for our country.
Yeah.
And if people come in here and are not on that same level, they shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand. We need to start with a good foundation where the rights are given by God.
Yes.
our rights are inalienable, and the government has a sacred duty to protect them, but the government doesn't decide what our rights are. And then, you know, after that, we build a country that's fair and free and, you know, where the rules are set up where, you know, we can prosper and so I'm all about freedom, and we have a constitution that, you know, works for us, good checks and balances, right? And then for immigration, it's like, yeah, as it's a luxury, right? To come here, we don't have to accept anybody, you know. But I would say, like, if you're a citizen, you get to invite somebody you marry. I obviously got motivated to have that in there, and then after that, it's like, yeah, point system, and then, you know, some refugees from time to time when we're like, yeah, we want to help, but that's again a moral decision, not a legal reason.
They've got to have a very strict thing of checking, you know,
Yeah.
checking
Yeah.
backgrounds and
Yeah.
things like that. And if there's anything questionable, it gets delayed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's if there's something that's questionable, it gets delayed. And
Here's a good one for you. Can I ask you this one? So there's a proposal in the Value of Freedom to have naturalized citizens be classified differently as citizens who have immigrated here. They get more points. They're weighted heavier when they want to come to Alberta. So, like, yeah, a Canadian citizen born in PEI gets 30 or 40 points. And then I think a Ukrainian who is now a Canadian citizen gets like 20 points to immigrate to Alberta afterwards. What do you think of that?
that's a tough one because right away you're putting division in again, right?
Yeah.
I think my thing is if they have, I think that if we're going to be a separate country,
Yeah.
then the rest of the Canadians aren't going to have priority anyways.
Yeah.
It should be just generally
Yeah.
anybody that immigrates, but they have to be able to contribute to our country.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So the
I know
thing
what you
is,
mean.
yeah,
That motor behind you is going to just destroy the audio now.
that's okay.
So I want to get away from that thing. But hey, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate that. I'll shake your hand. There, again.
thank you.
There you go.
And
All right.
thank you. I saw you waving your flag. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. That was a good conversation. Okay. Thank you everybody for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is what's going on here in Rocky. There's tons and tons of support here. And I think this movement is just growing. And this is the day after the day after they tried to shut us down in court. So we'll still see what that happens there. But if you haven't signed the petition already, get out and sign the petition and bring your friends. Cheers.